So hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It's wonderful to have you here again as always. So in a wonderful turn of events, Scott has offered me his dyno for the day to go and put a bit of a tune on Ethel. I don't know if I'm going to be pushing for the 1000 horsepower in this session. I couldn't sleep last night, so I'm only running on a couple of hours of sleep. And I don't really want to hurt it trying to push for that sort of power level. I'm just going to play it by ear for now, and we'll see how things go through the day while we're out there. So I've got everything loaded up in the back. I've got all my camera gear. I was going to do a video on me installing the nitrous kit, but I was up until 12 last night sort of smashing the kit on here, and it is on here, very sort of half-assed. It's very temporarily. I'm going to have to go back and redo half of it to make it a little more permanent, but for the purposes of today and the dyno session, it should be installed well enough for that. So I'm going to go, it's now early in the morning, it's about 7:30. I'm going to go get myself some fuel, make my way over to Nugget garage, and we'll get this thing on the dyno and try and work on getting a bit of a tune on it. So stick around, it should be a good video. I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can push this thing. If I decide to push for 1000 horsepower or not is yet to be determined. But yeah, either way, we're going to make some jam. We'll get Ethel dialed in and ready for the track. And then, yeah, maybe after that, we'll head back and blast our 1000 horsepower. Or we'll do it today. I don't know what the day holds. Hopefully we don't have any problems or any issues. But yeah, anyway, I'll cut back to you guys once we're at Nugget garage, I guess. Alright, well, here we are, folks. I've made it. Just pulling up now. It is doing something weird. I've pissed off the speedo somehow, and idle air control is making it idle high. Okay, proved me wrong. But yeah, anyway, we're here. Alright, still getting this set up. We got the jack under it, got the wheels off, just got to get these hubs on. Not sure if I need to change adapters or not, just wait for Scott to let me know. But yeah, we're all getting all set up and getting ready to go. Hopefully everything goes nice and smoothly, besides the other couple little issues that I've had already.
fix like.
Nothing's on fire out the back.
Hey?
Nothing's on fire out the back.
Sorry?
Nothing's on fire back there. I heard a pop.
Nah. Sounds like I've got a good flame though.
Yeah, I heard.
It's pushing some coolant out, I think.
Is it? What, out of the... Alright, here we go. Another one. 175 at the moment, and it's getting very coolanty out there. I just noticed the bottom rad hose wasn't as tight as I would like it. It was a lot leaner than I would have liked it, so may or may not have hurt something. But I put a bunch of fuel back into it, especially up top where it was lean, and just gonna go from there. I'll probably do another pull about the same sort of boost level as that last one. Like I said, I've fattened it up a fair bit, so hopefully that'll be enough. We'll see. That, or I've hurt something pretty bad. But let's see how it goes. We're at 93 on the coolant. It is coming down. Alright, I'll give her another pull and see what happens. The same, about 33 psi. I'll just give it a little bit more fuel up top. Just up where it was a bit lean. Just basically everything from there up. So also means that these have to go up. Just turn that fan on again. Smells very coolanty out there.
Sorry?
It smells very coolanty out there. I did notice the bottom rad hose wasn't quite tight enough.
Oh, okay.
So I nipped it up. I'm just trying to see if any more accumulates.
Did you get it to make more boost then? Or?
Yeah, so I'm still hovering around the 30, 33 mark. So it's
Fuck, I beat that Crusader up the other day. We put 48 pounds of boost in the fucking
Really?
thing on pump E85. I'm going, fuck it. Pulling plugs every pass going, oh, it still looks like it's right.
Fucking hell. Yeah, so it's a little leaner than I'd like, so I'm just trying to fatten it up a bit. And it looks like as it ramps on.
See how far that 1000's up that page?
Yeah, I know. It's a fucking long way up. About 33 psi, still a little leaner than I would have liked it. But we got 804. I'm going to tidy up the map a little more. It sounded like it was breaking up a little bit on that last run. I'll just give it another tug and see what happens. Air fuels looked a lot better. Still about the same sort of boost. So I'll punch a couple numbers into the boost controller and see what happens. Awfully coolanty in here. And it's not getting any better either. It seems to be coming from the bottom radiator hose. Either it's not sealing or we're pushing a head gasket. I think the later of the two more than the non-sealing issue, but that doesn't look very good. That might stop the day early. So I've just gone and done plug change, gapped them down just a little bit. I'll give it maybe 1 or 2 more pulls and try and get a little bit more, a couple more PSI into it. Let's see if we can get it up around the 850 mark. But I don't think in its current configuration it's going to get to where I want it to be. So as a wise man once said, I'll give it a scooch more boost, a degree of timing, and see what happens from there. It is definitely pushing coolant. Give it one more hit, see if I can get it up over that 850 mark. We'll go from there. First nitrous pass. Ever. I'm a little scared, not gonna lie. But let's see what happens, I guess. I guess all I'll do is if it doesn't look right, I'll just back out of it. these are just me trying to test out the nitrous. We've got a peak of 846 right up at the very tippy top there. Having a couple of issues getting this nitrous to activate. I've gone and wired it in a bit wrong, but I think I want to go, I'll take it home and wire it in a bit more properly. But yeah, anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it from here, and I'll give a bit more of an update and an outro when I get home. So I'm on the way home, and it's a little wet. Where the hell has this come from? Can't see shit. Come on, Ethel, you got this. It's only a bit of water. Alright, well that's it. Back at home. So, what an eventful day that has been. Note to self, no more wet weather driving for Ethel. I don't know where that rain came from, but that was crazy. This car does not deal with rain very well at all. Not because of the power, or it's a little tricky to drive, but the heater and vent controls don't work the greatest. So the windscreen fogs up, and then the rear view fogs up, so then you just can't see shit. And then the drip rails drip water in the car. I mean, I don't know if, yeah, so as I was saying, as the battery died, I don't know if you can see it there, but it is just soaked in water here. It's all down in the pocket and everywhere. This car does not do rain, and I can hear more coming. I think it's thundering and carrying on it there. But yeah, so first things first, I want to give a huge thank you to Scott and Chris at Nugget Garage. Massive thank you to them. If you're not already subscribed, please head over and give them a subscribe. They're always doing lots of cool stuff with weird and wonderful cars. So if you're any sort of car guy, I'm sure you'll enjoy their channel, but who am I kidding? I'm sure you guys already are. Subscribe to them if you're subscribed to me. Secondly, I just want to give them a huge thank you for the help and support that they have continually showed me in my channel and this car with just help, questions, the dyno time, of course. Come on, window. Just a couple of real dead set legends, and yeah, I really can't thank them enough. But yeah, I'm going to end it off here. Today has been a very big day. I'm only running on a couple of hours of sleep. So a couple of things happened. Firstly, it pushed the head gasket at about 32-33 psi. I was half expecting it to. It also developed a misfire, but I was able to gap the plugs down a little tighter, and that seemed to solve that issue. Also, I didn't get to try the nitrous system out that I spent hours last night installing. A, it was a half-assed setup, and B, I set it up wrong. So that'll be the next video. We'll go back through the nitrous system mechanically, like from the bottle to the nozzle. If that's all plumbed correctly, it's just the wiring and controlling side of it that I've got to figure out. So we'll go and get that sorted out and try and get a bit of gas on it, get it to wake up a little bit. I'm having trouble getting more boost control into it. So I got a peak of 35 to 37 pounds. Again, it didn't really seem to make any more power there, probably because there wasn't very much timing in that spot, but it just doesn't really want to make any more boost than that. So either there's a restriction or a flow problem somewhere. there's a problem with the wastegate or its boost control. So I would have thought I would have got a little bit more than that, and I doubt it's a back pressure issue. I might look into putting a back pressure sensor into it and checking. But yeah, that's something I also want to try and look into, because this turbo should be able to do more than what it is. It's probably up near around the 1,000 crank mark, mid 9s to 1,000 crank, but it still should be good for like another 100 wheel at least. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and look into that. But yeah, I didn't get the goal that I was trying to achieve, but we did make more power. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with the result. Like I've said before, if you may or may not have heard about it, but I was pretty happy with the car, with the 750 that it had. It's just that turbo was at its limit, and I had to upgrade to something bigger anyway. And in doing so, I wanted to try and make 1,000 horsepower. I haven't pushed that goal aside entirely yet. I still want to make 1,000 horsepower on a standard crank. I'm getting dripped on here. I gotta get this car out of the rain. But yeah, I do want to take it to the track and try and make a pass in it. So I'm probably going to have to do something like Hoff did for some sort of coolant catch can to try and stop it from leaking coolant onto the track, especially under that front left tyre. And I need to check the radiator cap. The radiator cap may be part of the reason why it's pushing coolant, but it's probably only pushing the coolant because it's getting compression into the cooling system. But anyway, that's enough rambling for me. 846 at the hubs is awesome. 100 wheel basically over last time. Not quite, short a couple horsepower, but you're not going to feel those couple. And it all works. It really seemed to come on with the boost controller turned on. That managed to light it up, which you can hear in the videos. Once you're wide open throttled and load it up on the dyno and then release the brake, that boost controller just really ramps the boost in, and that's awesome. But yeah, it is rather late, which is why the power curve is so far ahead in the RPM. But I'm not concerned about it. That's what I brought the bottle for. I'll try and figure that out, and then we'll go out and probably do some events while I ponder what I'm going to do to fix it pushing those head gaskets. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, that's going to be it from me today, guys. I'm going to get this car back into the shed and out of the rain. Yeah, just remember, unleash the boost, all of it, 0 to 30 or more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.